got a Kickstarter. Let's open it up and see what we got. This is Gotham City Chronicles, the role-playing game. Look at that. Look at that beautiful book. And you've got the core book, the adventure book, the Gotham City guide, and a GM screen. But also got this. Same Kickstarter. This is the Skyline edition version of the game. And this comes with 127 miniatures. That includes 20 hero miniatures, 38 villain miniatures, 69 goon miniatures. Nice. Also, goon for 69 kind of works too, maybe, sort of. 18 double-sided printed maps, 19 cards of ways, 1 Gotham City poster map, 1 poster, 5 bookmarks, 20 character sheets, 3 dice sets of 9 dices, 3 dice trays, 3 dice bags, 4 erasable markers. Wow. Let's open this up. Gentle, careful. Ah! I'm kidding. Here is the Gotham City guide. Here is the adventure book. And then there's the core rulebook. Man, the art on this thing is going to be an incredible core rulebook. Let's do the DM screen first. GM screen? Gotham Master? I don't know. Just the red Gotham with the searchlight with the bat signal. Very appropriate. Works. You've got a list of actions in the inside. You've got how combat works. This is basically a D20 game. I believe it's just a riff on 5th edition, if I'm not mistaken. At the very least, it looks similar enough. And I believe I did know it is a 5th edition game, or the bones of it are. Attack special actions, melee special actions, range attack special actions, movement and defense. So this is all combat-based, pretty much. Prejudicial states. Ooh, interesting. Sort of conditions, since most of them would not apply. We have weakened, blinded, stunned, immobilized, paralyzed, slowed, knocked over, and surprised. We've got damage. We've got protection and healing. Ooh, and the index for the important things you might need, which is investigating, looking for clues, surroundings in combat, ethical rules, table of vehicles, gadgets, teams and headquarters, madness and danger, chases, tailing someone, infiltration, interrogation, and hordes of enemies, and what pages you would find them on. That's smart. That's a good bit of design. All right, nice, solid. Ooh, nice glossy paper. Feels like it's straight out of a comic book, which is very appropriate. Yeah, open gaming license. So this uses Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast 3rd edition? This is dated 2000. Huh. It's using 3rd edition, I think. That's interesting. I'm sure it's going to be pretty different based on our purposes. So you've got Welcome to Gotham City. You've pretty much just got literally just art straight out of the comics, which I don't mind even a little bit. Oh, what are these? Ooh, these are the ribbons? Yes, I think you have 3. 3, 2, 3. Okay, so I know there's different levels of experience in this game, and actually one of these is bookmarked, which is really helpful. Or that's one of the bookmarks, which is, oh, I see. Choosing a level of experience. Newbie, level 1. Established, level 4. Hardened, level 7, or experienced, level 10. Smart, makes sense. Very important. Ooh, ethics values. Okay, so there's like your different ethics. There's like an ethics system to the game. Interesting. So what is chapter 1? Is creating your character. Choose a creation mode. That's what I was looking for earlier. The Streets of Gotham mode, the Shadows of Gotham mode, and the Wonders of Gotham mode. So Shadows is for, or Streets is for things like detectives, journalists, gangsters, attorneys, private detectives, FBI agents, burglars, soldiers, or crooks. The sort of mundane, normal people of the world. Shadows is for the Bat Family, Penguin, Two-Face, the Architect, Hush, Harley Quinn, basically anybody who's showing up in Batman movies these days. That's as far as it goes here. Then you have the Wonders of Gotham City for the epic scenarios with people with superpowers, which is, Black Canary, Poison Ivy, Killer Croc, Solomon Grundy, and Clayface. And you can choose to play whichever category you choose. Whoa. You've got Batman as the Flash? Was that a thing that happened when I wasn't looking? I haven't read comics in a decade. Is that a thing that happened? Batman was the Flash and also was the Black Racer or something? Yeah, Way of Wonders. You have things like Way of the Air, Way of the Animal. So there's things like Flight, Zoomorph, Claws and Fangs. Yeah. So these are all the superpowers. You could build a superpowered character. Way of Metamorphosis. So that's for your Clayface. Choose equipment when creating a character. Man, I gotta take this game for a proper spin. Ooh, love that Darwin Cook art of Batgirl. Is this fun to watch me flip through a book and recognize things? Doing the Leo pointing meme over and over again. Ethics during the game. This is fascinating. I didn't know there was going to be an ethics system, but it makes sense. An act is not the same thing as a test. Interesting. Using ethics during the game. So as a bonus decided by the player or as a penalty decided by the GM. So it's kind of giving you permission to... I'll have to look into this some more, but it kind of feels like they're trying to fix alignment, basically. Like, make it matter more in the game what you do, which makes perfect sense for Batman when that is often the big dramatic question is, how far is he going to go? And many of the Batman replacements, the big question is, are they going to go further, and is that good? Optional rules include teams and headquarters. Well, it's not going to be optional in my game. We're definitely going to make some teams. Despite being on a protected bay away from the sea, Gotham City is still a port ravaged by icy winds carrying corrosive sea spray. A blue sky is almost suspicious here, probably the sign of a flashback, a dream, or a hallucination. Check out the Gothtopia or Everybody Loves Ivy story arcs in the comics. This is so good. I love it. The anonymous die, the famous come back to life. Yeah, that's how comics work. Scare 'em, don't kill 'em. Give vanquished supervillains a way out. Realism is great. Action is better. We'll sleep when we're dead. On the opponent's side, on the victim's side. Cutaways, background noise. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to do a video about this and the sort of lessons of this game in terms of how to translate the mood of a Batman comic or TV show to your game. Hell yes. How to handle experts and newbies. Yes. This is what they should do for the Forgotten Realms, and they don't. It drives me crazy. Yes. The Batman Universe Character Gallery. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Batman has 20s in everything except for willpower, which he has an 18. All right, I guess you gotta have a dump stat and something. It seems like Batman's main superpower is his willpower, but whatever. Fair enough. But that tells us interesting that the strength... Batman's strength and dex and con and intelligence is 20. And perception, which are the stats, by the way, which is smart. Normally, I wouldn't like intelligence to be so defined. Like, I don't like that term in game design, but it does apply to comic books, so it makes sense. Renee Montoya as the Question. Okay, so this is where we are. The Joker. What are his stats? Who boy? Who doggy? Strength 14, dex 16, perception 18. Okay, so he's got 14, 18, 18. Yeah, so he's got the same willpower as Batman. That checks out. He's got almost as intelligent. Okay, yeah. All right, I dig it. Harley Quinn, lower strength, high willpower. Sure. Okay, cool. Is this a character sheet? The character sheet looks like a police file? Baby, I didn't get you anything. Oh, I'm so happy with this. This rules. The adventure book. I'm not going to flip through this one in the same way. It's not really fun to watch me look at artwork and say that I recognize things because I read comics 15 years ago. But I do want to see at least what's in the table of contents of this one. Okay. Hell's Bells. Trapped in the Ice. That's probably Mr. Freeze. A Hostage for a Duel. Gotham City Monarch. Dark Solstice. Monsters for a Night. Mesmerizing Romance. Then you have Gotham City Blues. There's a whole section. The Infernal Crossing, Starting from Scratch, and Dark Nights, spelled with an N instead of K. A Winter's Tragedy in Gotham City. Romeo and Giulia. I don't know how to pronounce that name. The Skull in the Air. A Christmas Eve of Our Discontent. A Rescue Operation in the Entrails of the City. And Terror on New Year's Eve. So I wonder if some of these are connected. Like, let's see. If I go to Gotham City Blues, page 124. It's a campaign. Yeah. Okay. 3 adventures for 2 to 4 players taking on the roles of the Batman family. Act 1 is the Infernal Crossing. Act 2 is starting from scratch. Cool. So you can see how this would function. And Act 3 is Dark Knight. I don't want to say which major character is on the first page of the Infernal Crossing, but I say that I am interested in that adventure. Ooh, interesting. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. We got more stats in the back here. So we've got... Oh, I don't want to say who all these characters are, because I don't necessarily want to spoil these adventures, especially if I'm going to run them. But I'm going to run them. That's not actually a question. All right, and finally we have the Guide to Gotham City itself, which is very nice to have. Locations in Gotham City. History, geography, Uptown, Amusement Mile, Bowery, Burnley, okay, Midtown, the Narrows. Okay, so the Narrows made it in, which I think was created for Batman Begins, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Downtown, Tri-Corner, Arkham Island, okay, Blackgate Island, underground levels, ooh, Tomb of Gotham, sewers, subway, labyrinth, miscellaneous, Pitches Island, and basement levels. Organizations Batman Inc., the Batman of all nations, the Club of Heroes, hell yes. It's all the different eras. Oh, interesting. Including some stuff that I didn't know happened. Lex Luthor sponsored Batman Inc. at some point. Interesting, didn't know that. You got Checkmate in here, the Black Glove, the Birds of Prey. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, so basically, it's going to be a lot like some of the books that I used to grow up with, which are just like huge resources of like cross sections and diagrams of the city and like information about like major characters. But also, in this case, it may come with some stats, which would be very, very helpful. So for example, if we look at these characters, yeah, so you have the same thing you get in a lot of those old books I used to read, which is like details and write-ups of certain supervillains, but you also have stats as well, which is nice. This rules. All right, let's slide that over and let's... I gotta pop it open. Oh, wow. So they're labeled. You got heroes and villains, goons, and printings and accessories. Printings and accessories is going to be like the map, I think. Wait, why did I take out the bottom one? These are just boxes. I'm not going to take them all out. But there they are. So we've got, who do we have here? Harley, that's Hush. Catwoman, I think. That's got to be Nightwing. It's got to be. Red Hood for sure. My guess is that's Two-Face. I think Damian. Yeah. Alfred. Fantastic. Hell yes. I'm going to leave these alone for now. But... oh. They're labeled. Huh. I don't have to guess at all. Yeah. Amanda Waller, Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, Hush, Nightwing, Huntress, Catwoman, Spoiler. Yeah. Perfect. And where Batman is on the bottom, maybe? Or in the middle? He's on the middle page. Sure. Cool. Man. What a cool game. I cannot wait to dig into in some more detail. I am going to be talking about this in probably a few different videos because there's a lot to say. But for now, we're going to leave it. And I'm going to take some pictures and send them to my friend, who's always been more of a Batman fan than I am. And I'm going to go, That's not what I'm going to do. That would be crazy rude. What the fuck am I talking about? I've got to go to bed. It's 12:45 at night. That's how I act, I guess, at 12:45, is I act like a rude asshole. So I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is say, play fair and have fun. Do the other YouTube stuff too. Watch a video that's over here. But also, just play fair and have fun.